Here we go.
That Lego man did not stand a chance.
No, literally.
That's way too many CDs.
Remember when CDs were a
I
thing?
could sell you 2 CDs.
Remember when CDs were a thing?
Stuff got stage fright.
That thing's gonna, dude. That's dangerous. They need like a protective shield around them.
I don't think this one's as professional as the last one.
No, this one. Look at the camera. Falling. They did not.
Look at the whole table.
They're jumping.
Oh my goodness.
Whole party was
that
jumping.
must not be a solid piece on the bottom.
I'm telling you, this is gonna be worth the investment if we buy one.
No, it was $50,000, $100,000. What was it?
Oh, he put his hands in it.
This is a horrible video. We should have.
Should we have pre-watched this?
We should have for 5 minutes.
You know what? I just realized that next time we.
That's pretty cool looking. That looks like an ashtray at old Dairy Queens.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Remember those little tin ones?
Remember when we just let people smoke right next to non-smokers?
It's like this is the smoking section with no barrier between
nothing.
The smoking and
nothing
non-smoking.
At all.
There's still places in Kentucky you can
man.
smoke.
What does this guy have against Lego? Whoa.
I think you can smoke in places in Indiana.
Yeah,
casinos.
Bars, casinos.
I went to a casino. It was disgusting.
Hollywood does.
You reeked of cigarette smoke after you going in there.
I don't know if I always hated cigarette smoke the way I do now, but I can't stand it.
Oh, yeah. It's rough on me. I used to smoke, and I can't stand it. This was cool. I actually saw this part. Watch this. Watch this. Watch. Watch.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. It picked it up. It suction cupped the base. What?
What was that made of?
Futuristic material.
Oh, that's a nice. Oh,
it's not a nice. It's an old.
It's a nice old.
It's vintage. It's real fancy because it's vintage. That just means old.
That made me sad.
I'm vintage. More vintage than anyone in this room.
Hey, if you were a classic car, you could get a antique plate.
I can almost get an antique.
Yeah,
I'd be a gremlin if I was an antique car.
Oh, there's the lens.
Now that's hurtful.
Oh.
Just money squishing.
There's nothing about this.
If you breathe that dust right there, you die immediately.
For how much that press cost, he can probably afford a couple of those cameras.
Seth, we decided that this guy's a little jankier than the last guy.
Yeah, he's like sticking his hands in the shots.
Yeah.
It's pretty gnarly.
I see his reflection there.
I can't watch tonight, but you all have fun.
Says who?
Rosemary.
Oh,
thanks, Rosemary.
Sad. Oh, you already see comments?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook looking.
Oh, this guy hates Legos. Oh.
Like, this isn't satisfying.
Yeah, this is way less satisfying than the other one.
Good.
We should do some research in the week beforehand.
Yeah, so we got to start pre-watching.
I thought that was a mystery mobile.
Mystery machine?
Machine.
Like, the same thing just keeps on happening.
Yeah, this guy sucks. No offense, guy.
The penguin thing was cool.
I feel like we should stop doing this and just start the show because this guy sucks.
I feel like my chest hurts after one sip from that.
Are you serious? It's just an energy drink.
Oh, okay.
This is funny.
Okay.
Now this is funny.
Now you have my attention.
Yeah. I am interested, sir.
It'd been
Everybody relax. Everybody relax.
I thought it was just a little dab going to come out of the end of the tube.
Chill out.
He's like, oh no, it's all over my hand. What is that? Paper towel?
2 tubes of toothpaste.
Oh, I thought it was a paper towel roll.
Okay, now that's fun. The toothpaste is fun.
It didn't do as much as I expected. Now, if you slammed it down super fast, it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a light bulb. It's going to break. What was that even supposed to be?
Okay, that one. Man.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Guys, we got to start rewatching these beforehand.
Or we could have gotten like 1 minute into this one and said, oh, this one sucks.
Oh, the slow-mo of that was cool.
Yeah.
That was super cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, when he almost electrocuted himself. Hey, Pokemon.
No.
What were those?
Why don't we
Plastic?
They turned to liquid.
What is that?
Records? I think those are those are glass plates.
Oh, porcelain.
Why don't we just get like dynamite and do this with things?
Do you have a place where we can set dynamite?
How many likes did this video have? Because, man, it had to be 2. Him and his mom.
Him and his mom.
The ketchup was pretty good.
Yeah, ketchup was cool.
That energy drink's really kicking in, huh? Opposite effect on Joey.
You guys are fun.
I'm built different.
Unlike that ketchup.
Right, you guys could wrestle that mountain lion, right?
Joey's fighting a kangaroo after
I'll
this.
smoke that.
Well, now, what is this? A
Really?
crystal? Is that the Hope Diamond?
This guy doesn't understand the whole point. of the press. Is that the Hope Diamond? I'm sorry, that just landed with me. 4,
He actually used like
3,
protective shield on that one.
2, 1.
Here we go. Hello, and welcome to the Podbless podcast with 3 dads who are involved in church ministry where one is a full-time minister, the other is a volunteer, and one is a veteran of both.
This podcast will deal with the interaction between our faith and our day-to-day lives.
With a few fun segments in between.
I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Brett.
And this is Podbless.
It's double pane, soundproof glass. There is no way she could have heard the scream from across the hall.
Is that a line?
That's from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
I'm sorry, it's been a while.
It's when he was screaming, going, "Ah!
Yeah.
Ah!" Proving that he knew how to solve
Is that the one where he came out of the butt of the rhino?
No, that was the second one.
Yeah.
Because he was in like Africa or something.
That was hilarious.
That's when he ate the guano. And he was like,
Yes.
"Oh, what is guano?"
Yeah.
He's like,
When he got stabbed in the leg.
yeah, with
He's
the
got
spears.
a
That's
spear
part
in each
2.
leg. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay.
this is the original one.
So I've seen
with
part
Dan
2 many
Marino.
more times.
Yeah.
Which one is Do Not
Laces
Go In There?
Ouch. Huh?
Do Not Go In There? Is that the first one?
That's the first one.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Do not go in there.
Yeah.
I think. I'm
Back
saying
when-
that like I know. I don't know.
Back when comedies
sure.
were a thing.
Back when Did you hear
Yeah,
that?
they just don't
Just
even
ripped
make
my
them
sleeve.
anymore.
They don't. They really just don't make.
Well, they're
Good
redoing
ones.
Ghostbusters.
Again,
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
The original cast
what's
is
the
in
name?
it. Spoiler.
What's the name of this one?
Ghost again.
Ghostbusters. We want your money.
State Puff Marshmallow Man in mini form.
Ghostbusters. We run out of new ideas.
Hey, we got Paul Rudd now.
Yeah. Who is the sexiest man of the year now?
20.
I heard no
Yeah.
sexiest man
Alive. That's what it is.
alive. Yeah. He got
Paul
that this
Rudd.
year.
I'm gonna hold on a second because
It was funny. He was
last
like,
time I remember Paul
"This
Rudd, he
is
looked pretty
ridiculous,
normal.
but I'm gonna run with it."
I mean, he's not a bad looking
Paul
dude.
Rudd looks like a normal dude.
He's not a bad looking
That's
dude.
what
but
makes
he's
people
not-
good looking.
But like you're right. That's
I'm
a great
not
point.
a normal looking dude. I'm a below average. Yeah, see,
Like that's just a dude.
he's really funny.
Yeah. I also heard he's like super jacked. He's
Wow.
got to be almost 50, right?
It's because he was in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in a Disney movie has to be working out. He said when he was standing next to Chris Hemsworth, he goes, "Why do I even try to work out?"
That dude.
Seriously, take another sip of that
Yeah.
drink.
Oh, sorry.
You know, don't explode your heart.
It burns on the way down.
That unicorn blood will get you.
Should that burn?
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe you should not drink it.
It's too late now. We have already started this trip.
He bought 2 of them.
Key lime pie, man. I love key lime pie.
Fell into the trap of the advertisement, didn't you?
I feel
This
bad.
taste is
Two
delicious.
for
Yes.
$3 or whatever it is.
I feel bad for
So you
Noah.
definitely just
I don't
bought
feel
both.
like he's relaxed enough. I looked on the screen and was like, "Really, Noah? Act like you
Shoot.
showed up to a job,
Yeah,
pal."
Brett, we
Straight
miss you.
chillin'
We're
in
flying. We're
Cedar
flying.
Rapids.
Missing man tonight. We love
We
you,
are
Brett,
true.
and we miss you. Feel free to call in. We'll probably call you at some point though, so be ready.
Yeah. Make sure you're pooping.
Keep your cell phone by your nobody?
Cranking down a big
joke.
poopy.
Nope. Okay.
Can we just hop into this?
What?
Can we just like hop into this now?
This is how you do it.
Yeah, you talk a
Let's
little
just-
while. You get people warmed up to the concept.
I wrote
Hi
it
out
on the
there.
paper,
Let's just
Noah.
do
It's
it.
called intro.
Banter.
Okay.
We've been talking about the sexiest man alive
I scheduled this.
and Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Hop
Yeah,
into
and
it.
we've
We're
been
talking
talking
about-
about
this
you
is-
leaning back.
Yeah, this is how you do it. It's
Get
it's
into it.
it's unscripted.
At least he has a
Banter.
microphone close to his face.
I am proud of him there. Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
proud of everything else going
All
on.
mic'd up. Also, I can feel that moving.
You know, I
Let
mean,
me get on
Dude,
relax.
you should not drink anymore if you feel it moving.
There's my Uggs too. Moccasins. Cozy.
You know who's the rep for Uggs?
Who?
Tom Brady, baby, or at least he used to be.
I just love being cold enough to where you wear a
You know who's
Carhartt
not?
beanie
Aaron
and then you have
Rodgers.
basketball shorts.
Oh, are we talking about that? Are we doing that?
More or less covers
Are
my
we-
ugly hair.
Are we doing that?
I mean, we can. I don't care. But anyway,
I thought you were going into it. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
You didn't cue the music.
No. Now I've got my segment I'm gonna do.
Oh, you
We're
wanna get into this?
Well, I mean, we can get into it, or we can keep talking about random stuff.
I'm
It is
glad
getting later.
Our tech guy finally got our comments up.
I kind of like the random stuff, to be honest with you.
Rosemary,
Is there
Chris, Brandon.
There's our
regular.
We
peoples.
got more people.
Brandon. Brandon. Okay. Josh.
Wait, I was trying to find the feed.
Excuse me. I burped into the microphone.
You're gross, Joey.
Will you guys turn your signs on behind you? That's why we hang them up.
I tried. It's not plugged in, and I didn't want to get up.
You know what? That's a great point.
Yeah. Somebody dropped the ball.
How could I? You
Oh,
ready?
yeah, we got a bunch of talking. Yeah, we're ready. Let's
Hitting
do
it.
it.
Ready to get your ear holes blessed? Take it away, Josh.
I love the whatever they call that on a guitar, where they go bing like that. Is
Yeah.
perfect for that part.
I think it's called a.
That is.
I believe
yeah.
that's the technical
Yes, that
term
is.
for it. Is a.
They do it on a piano too. You know what I'm talking about?
Everybody does that on a piano.
Yeah.
Even people that can't play.
Except when someone who can does it correctly, it's amazing.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I do it pretty good, and I have no clue
You
what
just
I'm doing.
smash your hand on the keys and just run it down.
I like to do it with my face. Ever since I don't have hair, I can just put my bald head on it.
But it just leaves oil everywhere.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Are you oily too?
Not as much as we've talked about this.
Yeah.
No, we haven't on the
I
podcast.
was gonna say I'm.
So when you take
super-
your headphones off, like, because you handed me your headphones one time, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
it's greased up, but
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
don't stick to pans. Okay, I am greased up.
Got that nonstick formula.
You'd think I eat more bacon than I do. So greased up. Anyway, it's my segment.
What you got?
We're going to talk about fecal matter. No, we're not. It could lead into
That is not on the schedule. That is not on the schedule. Sip this.
This comes into one of our number one viewers. Hey, how's it going? Brandon Moore and Marissa Moore.
Brandon.
As I say, I call them every week to see if they have something they want me to talk about, because I'm not creative. I'm just the face. I just get out here and project. But yeah, they came up with this concept, and it's something actually that's been weighing on me for a while. That's heart disease. No, it's something that's been weighing on me for a while, and I couldn't figure out how to talk about it. But the more people that I've been getting in contact with for podcasting, I've been getting in contact with people that have that deal with mental instability or depression or some sort of, I'm trying to think of the proper way to say it, but just mental health.
Mental health struggle.
Yeah. So I've been dealing with a lot of people that way, and I've wanted to talk about it on other podcasts, and I've wanted to talk about it on this podcast and my own, and I've kind of been getting into it, but I never know how to approach it fully. So as I was talking with Brandon and his wife, Marissa, I was just like, how should I go about this? Because I do want to talk about it. It is mental health month. November
Is it Men's Mental Health Month?
Yes.
Like, specifically for
Specifically
the
for
men.
dudes.
Yeah.
So I feel like I can actually talk about this subject. Being white doesn't keep me from talking about this. That sounded
The
bad,
one
but
time we can actually put
That
our
sounded
commentary.
I
really
can actually
bad.
say something.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, you don't
I
want to
can't have an
comment.
opinion about LGBTQ. I can't have an opinion about
You can have an opinion. It's just people usually don't take
listen
it
to it.
as much
Yeah.
because you don't.
But I'm
experience those
crazy,
things.
so I can talk about this. Sorry.
Which, like, the whole, this is a sidebar, but that whole logic is flawed. Like, you
It
can talk
is.
about things you haven't experienced. Like, you don't.
you don't have a platform to talk about that.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so I've been looking for a way to talk about it. I was talking to Brandon and his wife and the Moores, and we were discussing how just talking about our own personal experience with mental health. Not that we had to be locked up, or even if we did, or just something that has affected us personally, and how we either overcame that, or if we ever did overcome that, or if we ever found clarity or just a peaceful way out of it. And I have mine that I know of. I've went through a few things, and the way I like to explain it, I don't have depression like people do. And I never want to undermine how people do deal with depression, because in a lot of people's lives, it's always there. It's lingering. It's just always in the background. It's, sometimes it needs medication. Sometimes it just needs someone to talk to. Sometimes,
And he's both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always a changing situation with each and every individual. But for myself, I know I've experienced things that I've messed up on or caused myself pain and caused myself to go through a down time. And especially with COVID and stuff like that, I think that's why I wanted to hit on it more so, is just because so many people are dealing with their emotions. Yeah. When used to, you could just move on with life and not have to deal with it. It was always lingering, but you never had to, like, deal with it. You could just
They're
go
forced
to work.
to.
Yeah, now everybody's forced to because we're forced to, like, be alone a lot.
Yeah, like think about life.
Hey, you got to be locked down for 2 weeks. I don't want to. No, I'm with my own thoughts.
2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Yeah, it's rough. So, I could start with mine, or do you guys have anything you want to talk about before I share mine?
Do you want to go last? Do you want to anchor this leg?
I can anchor it, yeah.
Okay. I'll go first so you guys can have time to think about it.
Think about how to get out of talking about it.
Yeah. So this sounds weird.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to throw it out there.
You're right.
Because, like, everyone's mental health situation is different, right? And I can remember being a very young child, and if I saw people getting in trouble, or I saw people getting hurt, or I saw people embarrassing themselves, instead of like laughing at them or anything like that, I would just fast forward straight to the feeling they're feeling.
Yeah.
So I think that's called empathy, right?
Yeah.
But like imagine it to the max of like I don't like to watch American Idol or like any of those tryout shows where people go on there and they purposely do terrible.
Yeah.
Because that's if you do bad enough, it's good for you, right? In a way. But like I feel bad for that person so much so that like I just don't watch it. Like as an adult now, I realize, like that's not for me.
You take on their shame.
Yeah, even if they don't have it too, which is weird.
Yeah.
So
I do that with crappy movies, like
really
crappy,
like bad acting.
Yeah, bad.
Like you're like, I feel bad for you.
Not even the bad acting, but the fact that they'll put that in the script of this guy's clueless that his underwear is on his head and everybody's snickering and laughing, and I'm sitting here going, I can't watch this.
Perfect
it's
example.
So embarrassing.
Impractical Jokers. I can't stand it.
I cannot.
I
watch
cannot
that show.
stand that show.
See, I like that.
No,
Can't watch it.
I don't understand getting joy out of someone else's misery or pain. Like I just can't.
But see, I like Impractical Jokers because there's no misery or pain for the people that like the people involved are more of a prop to make them look dumb rather than to make the person never looks dumb.
I'll be honest, I've never seen more than one
So they always
episode.
do something and but they'll go up like
It's good you have such a strong opinion about watching.
No, I've seen it a couple times. I've sat down in the room where people are watching it, and like a lot of it depends on other people being embarrassed. It seems like
that's the big key for me.
Yeah,
I think Impractical Jokers is like the whole point. Like the friend group is embarrassing themselves, so it's only really funny to the friend group because they know that person.
A lot of times they have to embarrass random people though in order to do that.
But I don't think they ever I would like to see because I've watched a lot of Impractical Jokers. I'd like to see one where they are embarrassing someone other than unless you're saying because they're just doing a joke. That's embarrassing.
Well, it's kind of like Jackass too. It's like a laugh in my own pain kind of thing.
Yeah, that's but you know what you're getting there, right?
I think Impractical Jokers is like if we're the clean podcast, Impractical Jokers are like the clean Jackass to me. If you want to look at it,
I could see it that way.
I never thought about it like that.
They actually are pretty religious too. I've read.
I think it's what Joey's saying.
I don't know anything about them.
I think it's what Joey's saying too. Is what I'm thinking.
But no, I agree. I like the prank videos when you're physically making someone else.
When
like,
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. But I don't. Yeah. I'm sorry. I guess I'm defending Impractical Jokers for no
that's
reason.
fine. That's
but
fine.
We're not attacking them.
I don't think they do it, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, and it's the same way in the bad acting stuff. If someone doesn't realize that other people are like, they should be embarrassed.
Yes.
And other people are looking at him like, oh my gosh, this is so
How
embarrassing.
can you not know?
And he's just like, don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I can't handle that either.
Or the last person in the movie, the last guy to find out that his wife or girlfriend is cheating on him.
Yeah.
Like I always feel that But it all goes back to like even now, and I figured out long term it's more of a like I should appreciate it more than not. Because like the empathy level helps me to feel what other people are going through. I believe it helps me to do ministry better.
Yeah.
Sometimes though it's hard to put in check, and so it took me probably 5 or 6 good years of ministry to figure out like where I need to draw my lines.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you can't change what people are going to do, and you got to just let it you gotta
set up.
you
a
can't
boundary.
save everybody right now.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you just might have to wait. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So you said American Idol like gets you like
I can't like watching people
Like a
like
William
legitimately trying to succeed at their dreams when they just don't
I
have the
hate
skill.
how American
I
Idol
can't
they
do
will
that.
milk your story. Like like
that's
you could
all
be like,
of them.
I grew up in a middle class family.
Oh well, yeah. You
my
gotta
dad
have that.
worked all the time, and I felt lonely. Like,
Well, they tell them
hate
that.
when
Like
they
I've
do
had
that.
friends that went and tried out and stuff, and they're like, "What's your gimmick? Like what's something sad that's happened or what?"
Yeah.
You know, and they're just like, "What?"
Chris says he believes everyone over the age of 12 should have some type of counselor, like professional or a good friend or pastor or somebody like that.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Well, and
Not
that's
at
the thing about
Yeah.
men's health too, though, is that it's hard for a lot of men. Now, it's probably getting better now with more
Yeah.
sensitivity and stuff like that. But like, it's hard for a lot of men just to admit or want to have help or being willing to talk to
This
someone.
goes back to like I've said this a bunch of times, probably even on here, but like over time we've sold that toughness or invulnerability is strength, but I believe that that's actually because it's the opposite of that. Like the easiest way to go is just ignore it and let it kill you from the inside out. But like true strength comes in being able to be vulnerable around people and admitting that you have flaws and shortcomings. Like it that whole empathy thing, like I wrapped it at the end like with good, but like there were times where like I'll go home and just not like I can't ever, and it's part of the job too. I think that's why they call it like a calling versus a job. But like I can't leave it, and I never leave it.
Yeah.
Like people were like, "Well, just let them do their own thing." I'm like, "No, you don't understand. Like
My fault.
I
is
carry it everywhere I go."
My fault is I care too much.
And I know that sounds super cheesy, right?
No, I
like
get
it sounds,
you.
but like that's the. I can't turn it off. I don't want to turn it off, but I
you're
found
invested in it, and you're a part of it.
and I care about people, and that gets really tough because not everybody carries the same feeling back, right? And so, what do you do when someone just? My weakness is I care too much, Brandon Moore.
Yeah.
But our scars remind us that the past is real. he
All right,
Brandon Moore, he said Papa Roach.
I think
Yeah,
I got
that's what I
mine
was
ready here.
All right, go ahead. So I
right.
think I said mine effectively, right?
You got it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So I would say like seasonal depression for me gets me pretty good. Like wintertime seasonal depression hits me
Dude,
hard.
you yes.
Like November, December time, because like you spend so much money. There's so much family time. There's all of this, and it all happens like in 2 months. And then like also in my family, my dad, my brother, my sister, and my mom are all within 2 months birthdays. All four are in that 2 months.
Oh my goodness.
Plus Thanksgiving for both.
Oh.
Plus Christmas.
Dude.
And it's just like,
Well-
I'm throwing money out the window. And it's just like, that's why, guys, that's why November is mental health month, okay?
Yeah.
Because all of us
you're
are
about
just
to do.
throwing monies. Like, they have kids. They're throwing money at their kids for Christmas. They got their families.
This
You
is
just
my-
watch your bank account go down.
This might be one of the best points Noah's ever made in his whole
I
life.
know. Let's
Like,
be serious
in your
here,
whole
though.
life.
It's all
I-
making
Joey,
sense.
I
How
couldn't
much
be more
stuff
proud
do you
of
wanna
you
buy
right
right now?
Imagine
But you
if you
can't.
wrote
No,
essays
I
on this.
always want to buy stuff.
I know, but now it's like Christmas time. Now you have 3 kids.
Yeah.
That one's going to hurt.
It does. I tell you right now.
When they're little, other people buy them things. It's nice.
Yes,
Yeah,
but when
but
they
we
get a
wanna-
little bit older, then now you have to start
But
buying
it's
them
just
things.
like once I love winter. Winter is my favorite season. I love everything about it, but it's just like I hate the holidays.
Well, you hit on a thing with family. Like some
Yes.
people, you say family time and they smile, and other people, you say family time and
I-
and it's like they.
I don't really other like
exhausting.
than
Yeah.
my brother and sister, dad, and mom. I don't really have extended family.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't do anything for the holidays, anyways.
But this is that time of year where even if you don't like your family, we tend to force that,
yep.
right? And
You
so
guys-
we don't like each other, but we're gonna have fun and we're gonna love each other today because it's Thanksgiving
And
or
then you
it's
do that,
Christmas.
and it always ends up in a nightmare because no one wants to be there. Starts an argument.
And I don't have huge family celebrations.
It's miserable.
Like we have like 6, 8, maybe 10 people.
Yeah.
Like some people have like 80-person gatherings. I'm like,
Well,
ugh.
and this is something I want to pitch at Noah that you should pitch at your family. If you guys have been dealing with this forever and everybody feels that pain of like, oh crap, we got to get something for their birthday, we got to get something for Christmas, draw names.
Oh, we did
Oh,
that for Christina's
every year.
siblings.
I literally just say, don't give me anything. I'd rather not deal with
No,
it.
no,
Don't
you
say
do
that.
the
You
names.
draw a name.
Make like a
So
$50 limit and do names.
You get your brother, sister, or mom, and then you're the one that has to get them a gift.
Yep.
And everybody else draws a different name, and somebody else has got to get you a gift, as opposed to everybody buying something for everybody.
Also, everybody in my family is like polar opposites, so it's just like makes it twice as hard.
Well, your gatherings are,
Oh yeah, my
Entertaining.
gatherings are always fun.
yeah.
I mean, when I was in college and poor, I went to the Dollar Tree and just bought everybody like something from the Dollar Tree,
yeah.
and gave my
Some-
grandma was
some
like,
people are just
shampoo,
like-
thanks.
Some people in my family just look at the price tag and they're like, "Oh, that's expensive. It's nice. I need to have
Yeah.
it." The
Well,
others
just-
are just like,
Get you a price gun.
"Just tell me Merry Christmas."
Yes.
And then it makes me really sad when people say Happy Holidays. I really want to.
oh, that's just.
I really want to.
Uh,
Special place.
I'm
in-
trying to decide if that's
somewhere.
so. It doesn't bother me unless people are trying to hijack like directly Christmas related things, but then they want to brand it holiday. Like that's when it.
Hey, if you put up a Christmas tree before Thanksgiving, you say Happy Holidays, and you're just that
Well,
person.
like don't call a Christmas tree a holiday tree.
You're mixing them all together.
Like it's a Christmas tree.
if
and-
it stays up till Easter, my grandma did that. It was a holiday tree.
Also, in your so yeah,
put
like
eggs
after
in
all
it.
this happens,
She's
my
putting
birthday's
Easter eggs.
January 6th.
Yeah.
So I know once I hit my, so that's kind of like the cherry on top of me for like the seasonal depression is my birthday's 2 weeks after Christmas. Everybody's broke.
And it's all
I got
over.
everything I wanted for Christmas. They go, couldn't afford anything for you, so here. And I'm just like, I don't care.
Your depression is related to you getting everything you want for
Yeah,
Christmas.
so it just, honestly, my
get
birthday
it.
is kind of just like the celebration of finally everything's over.
yeah.
But that's another good thing I just thought of is like, your kid, they just pushed the due date sooner.
Yeah.
It would suck if he was born on New Year's like
Christmas Eve, I thought that would be kind of cool.
No, because
Not for
you
them.
then
No, not for him.
So-
no, not
yeah,
at
no.
all for him.
Yeah, for him, because then you have to wait 12 months, like July babies, June babies.
I'm a
That's kinda
July,
like-
and I love it.
it's a halfway
Yeah.
mark.
My birthday is January 29th, so it's the end of January. So I've had situations where I can lump like big presents into both of them if I had to, but then they're both just far enough apart where I get stuff for both.
Yeah.
So
Chris makes a good point here that some holiday depression happens the reverse of what Noah was saying, where
Yeah.
people that can't be with their family
Oh, yeah.
or your family has passed. Like I've heard people say that like, you know, the first Christmas without your mom or your dad, like like you can move on a little bit and live a normal life during the regular times, but like when those big times come up, like my dad still, like when Christmas comes around, it hurts him a little bit because it was his mom's favorite holiday, and she
Yeah.
passed when he was like 25,
Or
I think.
think about all the veterans. Shout out Veterans Day.
Oh, it is Veterans Day. Thank you.
All of them.
Yeah.
You got to think that probably gets them pretty good
Oh,
too.
dude, that must. I mean, you don't get to be. Yeah, that's always a tough time. But you hit on something in the beginning. I want to add to mine. The seasonal thing. So like sometimes like Christina can tell if it's been too long since I've like gone and played a sport or done something like physical like that because I'll get cranky and moody.
Yep.
Like I need physical activity in my life or it affects me mentally.
That's springtime for me.
Well, and so in the spring and summer and early fall, I'm good because you can fish, play softball, play basketball, all that stuff. Like the winter kills me because you just can't go out and do anything and the sun goes down so early.
Come
And, like,
snowboard, bro.
Dude,
A
I
lot of
could, but it
it's-
takes so much effort and it's so expensive.
A lot of
No,
it's
it's not.
sunlight too. Like you need to get that vitamin D and you get that real sunlight
That's-
coming into your body. That makes a huge difference in summer.
So like in Maine, they're on the same time zone as us, but they're really an hour behind us. So like when their sun goes down, we still have an hour of daylight, even though we're on the same time.
Yeah.
So their sun, when we think it's going down early, it's even earlier for them.
Yeah.
So,
But what?
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Would you say that's like,
Except I did totally.
yeah, I totally did.
Well, they actually try to get on their own time zone. I think they try to call it like Atlantic time, but it gets voted down every time it comes up. So like they could change time zones and literally be much better off. So like like suicide rate goes up, deaths in like hospitals and nursing homes goes up during that time, and a lot of it is because and they directly relate it to like to sunlight basically, which sounds crazy, but
Yeah.
I was going to say the cranky thing for you.
Mhm.
Maybe it's because like winter, there's really nothing to do outside in the winter. Cause
and I'm an outside guy. Like
yeah,
I love
maybe
being
that's
outside.
like
It totally
your
is.
thing.
Yeah.
you can't go outside until it gets spring.
I look
Yeah.
forward to shoveling. I just bought a backpack leaf blower and I am so excited
Oh,
right now.
dude.
I've not run it.
As long as you get the fluffy stuff, you'll be fine.
Tell me
Dude,
you're
no,
growing
I'm
old.
talking about a leaf blower. Sorry, I said snow probably, but I just got a backpack leaf blower, and yeah, all the leaves falling down right now. I'm like,
They like all
super-
fell today.
super dad mode.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
The
Go home tonight.
Yeah.
You're gonna be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
I hit level 126 now at dad mode. Like,
How's
I
it
can see
feel?
just Josh waking up and just like with the backpack on him
My
and just
neighbors all
running
like-
around the
Wait,
house.
waking up with the backpack on,
Just
like he slept in the
unblowing.
backpack.
it's like Christmas morning. Yay! I'm in the house, just blowing wrapping paper around on
Yes,
Christmas Day.
yes.
Seth, you got anything?
Blow drying.
Mental health,
Um,
mental health.
Oh, I see what you did there. Ah.
I've probably so mental health wise, basically up until recently, I obviously knew that people went through it, but honestly, I guess I never went through anything serious ever mentally. Like I've been pretty blessed with that. I'd say recently has been my toughest time mentally,
Yeah.
and I think what Chris said a few comments ago was the best thing you can do for someone is sit next to them, and that's worth more than
Yeah.
1,000 words. And
Yeah.
because we were talking about like being a guy, maybe it has to do with that, but I'm not a big talker. I will just sit there, and I guess I don't really let it eat at me. I don't do nothing about it, but like when it comes to something like mentally like that, I just don't want help with it. Like just be there for me, like I said, but I just nothing, like there's no motivation that anybody can give me.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. I have to get through it somehow, and figure that out.
Traditional help is not what's going to help you.
It's
Just live with me through it and make sure, be there.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
And that's a lot of like introverts, and that's the personality you're sharing is
Yep.
introvert. But like in extroverts, even sometimes with extroverts, sometimes they don't. They just need somebody to be there and listen, or somebody just to be around
Yeah.
and have someone in your space.
I'm mostly extroverted.
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah. I have found in the moments where I'm allowed to be, or I feel safe to be introverted,
Yeah,
if I'm overwhelmed, I go straight to emotion, which that usually tells me that something's off. Like
yeah,
if I finally get around someone where I can like just be one-on-one and be open,
yeah.
like if I'm quick to tears or something like that, like that's a huge indicator for me of like, hey, you might need to check yourself a little bit here. Because a lot of times, especially being in ministry, not that anyone can do this, but especially in ministry, I'm constantly trying to pour out into people.
Right.
And sometimes I can forget that.
You need to put a little into you.
Yep. Yep.
And I guess I've always told myself this with like sports, and I think mentally I kind of carry it around too, as in like just like with sports, it always helped me just say, just nobody cares. Nobody cares how much this sucks right now, like what I'm going through.
Yeah,
And I know obviously people care, but like it's one of those things that even mentally, like if I'm going through like anything tough, I kind of just go into that. And I think it's weird. I don't recommend anyone else doing it, but for me, I think I have to put myself in a darker place and like make everything worse for myself mentally.
yeah.
Okay,
to
I don't
get
think
out of
we
a
should
good place.
recommend that.
No, that's why I said I don't recommend this.
Yeah.
But that's how I have to do it for some reason.
And
I
everybody's
don't-
different, and that's if that's your, I guess your sequence of things to do. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, just dealing with a lot of people that like have full on depression all the time. You know what I mean? I find so many people that are going through stuff like that to where it's just, and I joke on here all the time too, and try to make people uncomfortable because that's kind of my way of dealing with hard emotion. It's making an uncomfortable
Jokes make
joke
everything
about it.
better, no matter where you're at. Funerals,
Occasionally.
grave sites, jokes are always good.
Yeah.
So we're being this meme right now.
What's this meme say? I can't see it.
Why
Wow.
did men start podcasting instead of going into therapy?
Therapy.
No, I like it. I'm not complaining.
I would never go through the full amount of school to be a therapist, but this allows me
Right.
to do that thing that I have a passion for.
Have you guys ever had a panic attack, like for real?
Not a for real,
Yeah.
Not
It's
like my
terrible.
family have had. I've seen family members have them, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
I've done it.
You've
See,
had it?
like,
Mhm.
That's something like I've never. See, that's
Twice.
what I mean. Like I've been blessed. I don't understand them. Like that's
It's
how much I've never
Dude.
had a panic attack. I don't understand when people.
The best way I can explain it is like,
to
Feels
me,
like
it
a
makes.
heart
have you ever been in a room you really wanted to get out of?
Not really.
or in
Have
a
you ever been,
car
like,
or
in that
anywhere.
panic
Have you ever been
situation?
anywhere where you're like, I'm in danger right now, I need to remove myself from this
I mean,
space?
like, of course I've like panicked before, but
Yeah.
like I don't like a panic attack. When I've seen people have like
Well,
panic
like,
attack,
We're not talking
If
like
you've had
crash
that
your car, you
feeling,
know you're gonna be okay.
like imagine
panic.
that feeling, but amplify it to the point where there's literally nowhere you can go. So the
it's
first
all
time it
inside.
happened, like
Yeah.
I was, like I went outside, and it wasn't outside enough. That sounds really dumb, but like
No, I get it.
I felt just completely 100% trapped. And like I understand, like I've heard that sometimes people will like take their clothes off when it happens.
Can't breathe.
Like I understand. Yeah, you feel like wrapped around your neck, and it feels like it's never, like you're gonna die right in that moment, and that's for me. It might feel different for other people,
Yeah.
but it's like it. I remember running outside, like pushing through people to get outside, and then I got outside, and it wasn't good. It wasn't what I was looking for. Like I was like, I need more outside than this, and you can't find it.
I've had dreams like that, but I've never actually experienced it. Like it was a full-on panic attack in real life.
Brandon says that someone tried to break into his house, and now he has nighttime anxiety.
Huh.
So he'll just sit in the stairwell at night waiting. That's not dumb. That's just PTSD, right? Like that's
Yeah.
exactly.
In your house now?
Jason Yuri says a panic attack makes it feel like your skin's crawling off your body.
Yeah.
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 And I had overloaded myself with the empathy, like feeling other, like I know
Yeah.
exactly what caused it. But yeah, like you're running, but you can't, that's exactly right. Like you
Yeah.
can't get far enough away from it because everywhere you go, that's where it is.
And it can't be really explained. I mean, there is chemical imbalances and stuff like that, but it's just like one little traumatic experience can happen, and then all of a sudden, boom. I mean, you come up on an accident and see people dying in a car wreck that you can't control that situation. Sometimes that'll set people off, or losing like a very close relative that you just didn't think about it because they're just always there, and then all of a sudden, boom. This crisis moment causes something to change in your thought process, or causes something to change in your
That's the
in your life.
worst part about it, probably, is the unpredictability.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can feel like I'm doing really good,
I'm
and then something will hit.
I'm
and
terrified
it's like,
of unpredictability.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is rough. Like I don't have a panic attack about it, but the idea
That doesn't happen a lot, by the way. That's only happened
Yeah.
twice. But I'd like to never have it happen again.
I don't know, like obviously, like when it comes to like physically, like I'll never act like it or like do anything. I'm always like, because I know it's not like the right way to act. But like when it comes to like emotions, like I've always just had the feeling of I don't care whether it's my emotion or someone else's. Really, so it's like, I don't know. That's bad, but
well,
Well,
that's
I,
just,
I don't know. It's a way I've always
Pretty
been
fair.
wired.
You
like,
were saying like your upbringing is kind of like through sports has been like who cares?
but-
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the same way, but I've learned that my first key sign is I shut down. Like
yeah, we
it's
know.
just I just get mad.
We
I
all
get mad
know.
if I don't talk. Just leave me alone, leave me out of it. And then like the next steps, like once I get to that boiling point, it's got to come out some way. If
So
it's-
the shutdown is okay as long as you purposely come back and finish that thought. And
oh yeah, it's just. It's
But that
to
doesn't
protect-
happen- but a
it's
lot
to
of
protect
times-
me and others.
but a lot of times you
Stupid.
don't come back and finish
Yeah,
it.
no, usually not.
Yeah, so
No,
that's the
usually not.
problem.
and that's
Yeah.
called suppressment. Yeah,
Yes.
suppressing
Yes.
your emotions.
That's the problem.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then it just
and that's not
comes
so
out
much
either
what
way.
you're doing. I mean, you're kind of suppressing it a little bit, but it's not like pushing it down into a little bottle and then one day it's going to blow up. That's
I've
the
never,
key.
I've never felt like I was suppressing because I've always acknowledged
Yeah.
like that I'm feeling that way.
Well, that's what
or
you're-
anything like
yeah.
that. But it's like I just like literally like, well, that
That-
sucks.
that's how I
and
spent
I just
most.
go on with whatever I'm doing.
That's
I
how I
just don't
spent.
know how to explain
And
it.
you're like,
Like,
well, that's not good.
I don't like how I feel right now.
This is
what
not,
else am
I
I
don't
gonna
want to
do?
I
Yeah.
don't want
I
to
don't
do
know.
this.
You can
anymore.
sit here and complain about it, or you can just move on with it.
Yeah.
I used to. I'm pretty emotional person. I cry a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
I
me
cry.
too.
Joe, you cry a lot.
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Have you ever watched Inside Out?
I cry. I cry at Frozen.
I cried like 7 times.
I cry
Inside
at
Out.
when they in Frozen 2 when she finds her mom in the when they sing that song. What is that song? Show Yourself. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
I cry just about every time that song is
Yeah.
played.
Marley and Me got me.
Like Marley and Me got everybody.
Marley
That
and Me,
movie
yeah,
was made
obviously.
to get in. If you didn't cry in that movie, you don't have a soul.
You're from the country, so I'm
Yeah.
not surprised it doesn't bother you.
We've put down a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
Don't talk about that. I'm gonna cry right now.
Don't cry.
Nah, the way my
just a
grandpa's talked
realistic
about
thought.
like how dogs have been put down like in his family, like oh that dog's like getting old and starting to like slightly lose daily function. You want me to go out back and shoot it? Like
Yeah.
what like
If you think about it, like
kind of thing.
I mean, I couldn't shoot my own dog at one point. Like she came back and had like I don't need to explain all of it. She was really injured and needed to be put down. I had to get my uncle to come up and do it because it was like my dog. I was like, really?
You can't look the dog in the eyes one last time and just do that.
Well, the dog,
No, dude.
You just can't.
She had a
the dog I
giant-
grew up with, my dad had to bury for me. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. But Brandon Moore says he cried at the new Mr. Rogers movie.
I've not seen it yet.
I cry at dumb things that people don't even realize. Like, I make spiritual connections to a lot of things that maybe aren't there.
Yeah.
But
Old
it's-
Yeller. That's a good one.
I had that Bobby Paper on my other podcast the other day, and he played a blues song for me, and it wasn't like a sad blues song. He just sang a blues song, and it was so beautiful. I cried as he was
Oh, that's
playing it.
legit. Yeah,
I was
I've
like,
been there.
I can confirm the Joey story because I hate admitting this. I guess I can do it now because I have. I love like D&D and stuff like that, like all that. But it wasn't up until like a month ago I had seen the Lord of the Rings movies.
Wow.
Just hadn't.
You saw them?
I watched them.
Did you
all.
cry?
That was the first. Joey, we've already talked about this.
Oh, yes,
That was
yes.
the first thing you asked me.
yeah.
And I was like, have I cried yet?
Yeah.
I'm like halfway through the second movie.
Oh.
He's
Seth,
like, he's
Seth.
like, have you cried yet? And I'm like, no, bro. He's like, oh, I had already cried like 4 times.
Yeah, that
And I was like, oh,
the movie is
what
so
was the-
obviously a story, a spiritual story.
I get that. But
Like,
Yeah.
okay, I can.
All right.
All right.
Here's the
whatever.
question.
Yeah,
Do you
but-
have a song
you're a girl.
that can automatically trigger you
Yes.
into a
Yeah.
depression?
Oh, depression? I thought you were going to say cry. But no.
One,
Like,
and I will not be telling you what it
Pecos
is.
and the Rooftops? You ever heard that one?
Maybe I don't know the name.
Oh,
of
dude.
If
It's like,
I were a
it's a
rich
big TikTok
boy.
song right now.
it.
Big TikTok song. It will instantly just be like, you hear the first strum of the guitar and you're just like, oh, here we go. You're going down this road.
No, just one.
Brandon.
Brandon Moore.
What?
He says he's not even kidding. He cries at speech impediments. So this is my sister has this issue, and I think it's part of the empathy thing. Like we both might have it. When she sees someone with special needs, it always makes her feel like she'll get emotional about it, especially if they're not being treated right, obviously. But even if it's someone like with special needs that's not being treated poorly, like she just feels.
Wait a
She
minute.
feels that for
Is that
them.
why she cries every time she sees me?
Go rest high, Brandon. That song is made to make people cry.
Go
rest
high on that mountain. Every time I hear, I guess I do have a song. I was thinking I don't, but every time I hear Jesus Take the Wheel, I get
Oh my God,
very
dude.
emotional.
See,
In anger.
Cletus Take the Reel has ruined that song for me.
Look, honestly, everyone has a song.
Cletus Take the Reel. Cletus Take the
reel.
Reel. Okay.
No, everyone's song
Help
is
me
the
on my
ASPCA
feet,
commercial.
Oh, yeah.
And the
No, that one
No,
doesn't.
no,
'Cause
that
it's
one
so,
gets you.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't
It
anymore.
gets you.
It doesn't do
No,
it for me anymore.
The only song I think of that can make me cry on demand now is Oceans.
Ooh, that's a good
Oceans.
song. Oh wait, I'm not counting church songs because that's not even fair.
That's
a
the only song
different
I can
category.
think of.
Yeah, that's a totally
I'm
different
talking like
category.
random country song, pop song, just get you.
So anyway.
Yeah, right. Where are we at? Mental health month.
My-
I'm blasting.
So yeah.
My
Go
mental
mental.
So,
Yeah.
since you guys shared all those, I'm thankful for that. Thank you guys.
Did you go yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
We're a long way into the
Hey,
show.
I forgot to start Audacity, so I'm gonna be pulling this from the Facebook.
Oh,
It's fine. It'll
that'll
work.
be fine. Yeah.
I have a backup.
So yeah, we've been going for a while.
backups,
We have
actually.
20 minutes left.
Oh my goodness, we've been doing this for 40 minutes.
Yeah, man, the Moors come up with good topics.
Okay.
Laugh at our
Sorry
pain.
about that, guys. We usually try to
That's
move
all right.
it. Yeah, I think that was good talking though.
Hey, it's
not-
November.
You guys feel
I've-
good? I feel good.
I've not talked
Okay.
yet. So,
Josh, why don't you go ahead?
so
I can't
anyway,
drink this.
That's
Drink
fine.
it.
No,
Okay.
Don't do it.
I switched to water.
It'll help your mental
you don't
health.
Have to drink it.
I'm
You
weak.
So-
definitely don't have to.
So I make a lot of dark jokes. Not a lot. I make a few. But
I'm with you.
so I am inevitably going to get dementia one day.
You don't know that.
No, that's what inevitable means.
You don't know that.
Dude.
Your odds are higher than most.
I've buried at least 4 people in my family with dementia. In the past, 3 of them in the past 4 years.
Like I said, your odds are high.
We're not for sure.
And that's why I'm always high. No, so
See, look,
And see,
this
these
is
are jokes.
Josh like ignoring the
These are jokes.
subject and just
I'm
doing dark
trying,
humor.
but you
These
guys
are the
keep
jokes, you
talking.
guys. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So, no, I've buried a lot of people in my family with dementia, and my father being one, his dad being one, and my mother's mom and my mother's grandma, which is my great grandma when I was a little kid. I watched her kind of deteriorate in a nursing home too. So every time we'd go to visit, she'd just be like, "Oh," like really debilitated. And as a kid, I'm just being afraid of her. But it's my great grandma. I was like, oh, it's Grandma Ball, and because she used to know me when I was a little kid. I was like 7 or 8, something like that, when she ended up passing away in a nursing home. And then, like I said, my grandpa was first. He started getting pretty bad, and he was like one of the strongest dudes I ever knew. Yeah, could outwork any teenager coming or going, and just a really good role model. He used to preach to the rocks and trees because he didn't have anybody to preach to, so he would go up in the woods where I lived, and I could hear him yelling and shouting. I was like, Mom, what's he doing? She's like, he's preaching to the rocks and trees because nobody's here to hear his word. And I was like, wow. And just a really strong spiritual guy. And then Dad, he ended up coming down with it as my grandpa was getting sick. So he would like go to try to help with my grandpa, and it would just be kind of a blind leading the blind kind of thing. So, and I left as Dad was starting to get bad and moved up here. So I wasn't around a lot for it. I knew a lot was going on, and like I said, I try to joke about it a lot. But the thought process of seeing family members, if somebody in the family starts to forget something or like gets a little off, it's like scary a little bit, but inevitably knowing that one day I'll probably lose my mind, it's a little much, I guess.
You really?
It's a little heavy. I tell my wife that, and like I said, I always try to make a joke, but I tell my wife, if I do come down with it, just put me in a nursing home after dealing with all my family. I was like, put me in a nursing home, come to visit me once a week and celebrate my birthday. Because at least I'll be happy to see you when you come in. And I'll be like, it's my birthday. All right.
Yeah.
Once a week. But
every week's your birthday. That's awesome.
Right. That way she wouldn't have to take care of me at the house, because that becomes hard. Like my grandpa was bedfast for a while, and I've washed his genitals a few times.
One of the worst parts about it is like the person that's going through it, obviously it affects them, but it affects the people around them way more.
And it depends on if the family's ready for it to happen or willing to allow it to happen, because you can keep them alive. You can really pull through and be like, I'm not ready to lose them, and feeding tubes and just taking care of them hand to hand, and but yeah, these things are the my things I think about. So it's not so much, I don't think it's a depression and stuff from that. I've dealt with those in different ways, but this is my mental thing that I deal with, and I choose to be dark humor, and I say things sometimes that make people uncomfortable, and I find joy in that, because if I make you feel uncomfortable, it's my way of crying out that I need to talk about it, but I don't really want to, so I make you uncomfortable, so we change the subject. But being
Tiny Rick.
Yeah. So
that's Tiny Rick right there.
Sure enough.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. I think if I'm like throwing out some dark humor, I'm probably in a good mood. So if I'm not, then there's probably an issue. So you guys should probably check on me then.
Maybe
if I'm not making a joke about something.
When you're not sending me the "oh my goodness" memes, then that's when I should worry about you.
Yes, those memes.
I want to say so many examples, but I don't at the same time. So we're good.
Man, Joey, like, for years, he's had an Instagram account basically so I can send him memes.
That's it.
And he finally, like 2 weekends ago, I seen they changed it to Respond Youth Group.
I didn't change that.
It's not you anymore. It just says Respond Youth Group. It doesn't say Joey Butch anywhere. It has, It didn't, but
okay.
So I was just like sitting there, like, man, now I can't send Joey any good
Wait. That's the only reason I have it. So hold on a second here. Oh, you guys should continue, by the way.
It just says Respond Grace Point.
Dark,
here, Joey.
Dark humor is always a great.
So yeah, I'm sad.
Yeah.
When did they merge my Instagram accounts?
So no,
I'm the same way. Like funerals, I will sit there and crack a joke. Like, at least we get to let them down one more time, or something stupid like that. Like,
I won't tell that story.
My problem with funerals is I've never actually been to one, like with the person, like when the person up front's like a
close
person.
to you.
Like the closest.
Yeah.
I'd say that can be of recently, probably be like Mark or something.
It's made me jaded. I've buried not a lot of people, but I've buried some close people in my life and some friends. Like good friends. And
I kind of worry about it as in like I don't know how I'm going to take when the first person like that. Like because
I made it pretty long before the first one went.
I've been so used to having everyone around that.
Yeah.
Weird question.
Weird.
Have you ever watched someone die in front of you?
Yes.
No. That's the one.
I've watched my grandma and my grandpa.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That could be a little bit of your depression.
No, it was like I don't want to say it was like a controlled death, but it was like in a hospital.
Yeah.
Were they like
It's still
sedated or?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was like the day before. Like I went to see them. They both had dementia too. Also,
I've seen some live leak
One of
videos
those.
of people
stop
dying.
that.
but that's
That
about it.
like that was just like PTSD right there. Don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No. Well, if you're sedated, that is how it goes.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%.
But if you see, I've seen someone go unsedated, and it's not
Oh yeah, no.
like the movies.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I've seen that too. I've seen one of each.
Yeah, it's not
One,
good.
this is not the way to handle it, just like you were talking about before. But like, so losing a lot of those people is rough and stuff like that. And I'm still waiting for the time that, like, I'll be walking by the fridge and see a picture of my dad holding my kid, and I just start breaking down crying.
Yeah.
But so I've not figured out how to deal with Dad's thing yet. But I know with my grandpa, this is a really weird situation. I went camping in Red River Gorge, and I brought a little bottle of liquor and was just hanging out. Everybody fell asleep, and I was like, I'm gonna sip on this liquor by the fire by myself because it's cold out and it warms me up. And then before you know it, I was drunk. And but I was playing music on my phone. It was a small bottle. It wasn't like I was blacking out.
You know, it actually doesn't make you warmer. It's a false sensation.
Yeah, but I felt great.
It actually makes you colder.
Obviously.
Yeah, sorry, go
Sorry, I
ahead.
thought that was
But I was sitting by the fire. I was listening. I was doing this, and I was playing music by Chris Stapleton, and he has a song called "Grandpa Doesn't Pray Anymore."
Yeah.
And didn't know I hadn't dealt with Paul Ralph. I was sad because I loved my Paul, and all of a sudden this song plays, and I'm getting a little emotional. Like, oh, that's a good song. Grandpa doesn't pray
Yeah,
anymore,
and then
you
you-
know. Well, and it's
Yeah.
country, so I'm feeling it. It's
Yeah.
my grandpa. It's spot on because it was about a man who lost his mind and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, dude, I hit it on repeat for like 32 times, and I am on the ground in the dirt, weeping,
Yeah.
making mud with my tears.
Fetal position.
Just everybody's asleep. I know if
Yeah.
anyone woke up, they were like, I'm just going to pretend to be asleep right now.
I mean, roll over and go right back to
I
bed.
was-
are you awake?
I was,
Yeah, no. That's when you go right back to sleep.
Dude.
If you know anything that's good for you,
The
you roll
fake-
right
the
back
fake
over
sleep.
and you go right
Yeah.
back to sleep.
drunk Josh is wailing his eyes out. Yeah. So,
It's not funny, but it like.
but dude, that was so much closure for me.
Yeah.
That like now I can talk about Paul Ralph and it doesn't hardly affect me at all. I can talk about it and not get sad. If I talk about my dad, I've never released those emotions, I don't feel like. And so when I start talking about Dad, I do get emotional. But for whatever reason, dude, I don't recommend it that way. It's not good for everybody. Not good for anyone, actually. But dude, there was such a barrier broke, and I've been like almost seeking that high for my dad. Like,
Oh,
I
because
don't.
you're like, when is that going to happen for
I'm
this?
not getting drunk every weekend. I'm not doing that. But I want to find that emotional release sometime
Yeah.
for my dad, and it's I don't know. That was a weird situation that I went through of like finding some clarity about one of those losses and kind of hoping to find that high again one day and never. I've tried to do that again because I was like, maybe if I recreate that situation, never worked out right.
Yeah.
Like one time there was a hurricane hit when I was trying to do it, and I was just like, I can't be drinking.
You can't force it. Right?
Now's not
Someone's
the
going to
time.
die.
You can't
Yeah.
force it.
So
Hurricane here?
well, it was more like it was just a horrible storm
Yeah.
in the gorge, and it was pretty scary.
Brandon says his grandma passed away this spring/summer. He said she was his rock, and he would talk about anything, especially spiritually, and it stinks not to have that anymore. So every time he drives a long distance alone, it gets to him, and he'll cry.
Yeah,
And he it's a safe space. He can let it out.
yeah. But anyway, that's just my little story I wanted to share about me finding a little bit of clarity throughout it, some of it. And sorry we got so off on that subject.
That was
I
good.
think we're ready to Podbless.
Yeah, I think
What?
we should.
Are you going to skip mine?
We're scrapping them.
We did it a couple weeks back. We kind of jumped into the.
But I'm kind of excited about this one.
You're
All right,
excited
Joey,
about
just
it?
go at it.
Doing it.
Sit down and listen up to what Joey's got to say. You turned that down a little too quick. You didn't get
I know,
to
I'm
the say
sorry.
part.
It's better cheer me up.
Okay, yeah, to lift the room a touch. And this was Josh's idea, I think.
It's
I'm
another.
stealing it.
It's another more idea.
Oh, thanks, Brandon. So yeah, I
Can we
usually
just
have a
get rid of
topic,
Josh and get Brandon at this
and
point?
No, he can't say stuff on camera. I can. So I'm his face.
Brandon, you can join this. I say stuff on camera. You just have to not say.
We
things
can
you
blur
shouldn't
your
say.
face and call you like
I don't share
Brandon.
some of the
Get the
ideas.
voice. Can we please get Brandon on with the face blur and the voice changer?
Well, I
The
walked
Lord-
into the
Wait,
gas station.
but whenever he moves, the face blur doesn't.
I put you in energy drinks and gummy worms.
I need
Come.
paid. That's what it, Brandon's. I need paid.
I do too, Brandon.
Yeah, right.
So
You
anyway.
guys are getting paid for this. The dumbest things you're thankful for. So things that you like to have in your life.
It's
that-
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, happy
That's why
Thanksgiving
we're
time.
using this as a
But
segment.
dumbest things. So things that are like, you know, you don't need them. You know that you could live without them, but you really like having them.
Yeah.
So
Nice
for
little
instance, the first one I could think of was like AirPods.
Mm.
So I had the idea for AirPods when I was like 10. I remember looking at my buddy and being like, that we should just cut the wires off these, and I wish they would work. Like, they need to invent that. And then boom, there they were.
Okay.
So Apple owes me some money.
I want to say one thing.
that's your statement.
That's not how you invent something. I invented these.
No, I didn't say that. As I had the idea.
That's
for
how
them.
I'm saying it now. But
Yeah. And so when they came out, I pre-ordered the first pair, like the first kind, and they were amazing. I love them. They literally changed my
if
life.
we could just cut these cords off and
Yes.
they work.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I designed Elon Musk's spaceship before.
Yeah. So yes, you have. I know you have.
I've designed.
You designed Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I know you have that.
You didn't design.
I used to draw
Elon's.
pictures of rocket ships all the time.
Chris, that's a perfect one. Chris said sandals.
Yes.
Like, that's a perfect things you're thankful for, but that you don't. Yeah.
That's
So
a good one.
AirPods, I got the first, like the first generation. They were
Yeah.
amazing. I love them, and I was like, man, I wish they used soundproof. And then they came out with the soundproof ones.
Yeah.
And those are amazing.
Listen, I just hope I get dementia by the time they find out how much cancer you get from these Bluetooth earbuds. Because I wear mine constantly.
Oh yeah, I wear them all the time.
At least one.
I
All the
keep it
time.
in, and because I can just talk to Siri and
Yeah.
like have her call somebody or
Listen to a
ask her for.
podcast, somebody
Yes.
calls, a text
All
message.
those
I'm like,
things.
oh, hey, I heard what happened.
Unless if I'm sitting at the desk here, I'll put these on
There
because
is
these are really nice.
They are finding out that some people are getting like hearing loss problems or brain problems.
So I never
hemorrhaging.
turn them up more than halfway.
Oh, I turn mine to the max.
I'm
No,
screwed.
no. I never.
Do max.
I'm screwed.
I turn mine to 11.
I've never been a loud like music kind of guy.
It
Yeah.
pops
Yeah,
up.
I never go more than half.
It pops up based on your recent sound history. You should turn your volume down at least 6 times a day for me.
Oh, see, I've never.
It tells you that?
No,
Yeah.
I've never had my phone tell me
No,
that.
I've had had my phone tell me like audio levels before, and it always says that your audio levels are
Safe.
like
Yeah,
they're-
yeah. Mine must be the same. Yeah. How do you check? Yeah, show me this.
like
Oh wow, volume should be turned down based on based on your headphone usage over the last 7 days. You've exceeded the recommended limit for audio exposure.
Look at my.
I always exceed the
Oh my
limit for
goodness,
screen time.
Noah, you.
I'm done.
Noah.
the problem,
Hey,
Josh,
Noah,
is that there
Noah.
not a limit for screen time. And that you
No.
can be on as much as
Brandon
you
says
It
garbage
just
bags
tells
with
me.
string
Yeah.
ties.
When I put in a full 8-hour workday,
I said 2-ply toilet paper just
Yeah,
to go with it.
and mobile banking.
want. That's a good one.
mobile banking.
I'm gonna say memes. I love memes. Obviously, I could live without them, but they do bring joy to my life. Little Caesars pizza. Everyone
Ew.
says it's trash.
Stop.
It's not trash. It's the America's best deal.
No.
You can feed a family of 4 for
They're
$5.
Hey, they've gotten better too.
And they're good pizzas.
They've actually
so
gotten way
shut
better.
up, you Little Caesars haters. All right, just shut up. It's good. No, it's cardboard. No, it's not. Shut up. Just stop it.
I'm thinking.
Little Caesars better than La Rosa's all day.
Ugh, yeah, La Rosa sucks.
Aw, Chris said this podcast, which means he's thankful for us, but also means we're stupid.
He's right.
But yeah, okay, that's spot on.
That's
Cool.
pretty spot on. Yeah.
I
Bullseye.
That's
Saxaboom. What's a saxaboom?
don't know. Does anybody know what a saxaboom is? Is that
Elaborate.
like the thing that Jack Black used on, like with the buttons?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know, but earlier I never said it. Since you just brought something music up again, made me think about. I found out what the term for sliding down a keyboard or
What is it?
So it's technically just sliding upward or downward between 2 notes is what it's called. It's called a glissando.
Ooh,
Ooh,
sounds Spanish.
Glissando.
We also got a yes.
It's
in the
Italian.
saxaboom.
Yeah.
Glissando.
Italian, right?
Glissando.
Yeah. Hey, I was right about the saxaboom.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Chris, we took that as a compliment. Don't worry, bud. My pillow, not my pillow like the my pillow, but my personal pillow. I've had the same
Mike
pillow.
Lindell?
Yeah, not that one. I've had the same pillow since forever.
Yeah.
I have
nasty.
fought to retrieve this pillow when people have tried to take it from me.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gross. I don't want to know what's in it, but it's my pillow and I love it. don't mess with my pillow.
That pillow
I
is
guess
60
my
times.
head is too big, and when I use a pillow for too long, it just loses all of its pillow.
This pillow is a feather pillow.
Oh my gosh!
You have some heavy
Yes.
dreams.
I have the same
Yes.
one.
Yes.
No, I will fight over
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, and we will fight. It's at the point now where I have to fold it in half to make it you do anything good for me, but it's my pillow. Don't mess
Dude.
with it.
I don't notice that my pillow is missing until my neck starts hurting, and I realize my wife swapped our pillows. And I'm like, she just doesn't know it happens. She's like, oh, I didn't know I got your pillow. And I'm like,
I'm sorry.
my neck is telling me so.
Yeah,
And I'll get it. And I'm
I'm
like,
dying.
this one's way more firm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like my top 3 are.
Wait, let me
Mom's-
finish.
Oh, you're not
You're still
finished?
I have one
going?
more.
Holy
You said 5.
Well,
feel like you
no,
said 5.
It was your
I only have
segment.
5. And Ned rigs. Ned rigs are my favorite fishing bait to use.
Oh, I
and
was like, what's
you
a
can
Ned
take
Rigs?
them to any lake
Who's
and
this
catch
Ned?
fish on them.
Hey, there's no volume.
It's
in
amazing.
this.
What?
I don't got volume.
You can't hear me?
You can't hear anything.
I'm dead. Can you hear
Just
me?
now, all of a sudden?
We
just
can hear
went out.
you.
Maybe unplug and replug your cord right above you. Yeah, I think that's probably how you
Noah's dead in the water.
It's
unplug.
Well, you are wearing a Carhartt hat, a hoodie, and
no. I still can't hear you.
Wait,
Did you-
Joey, it makes perfect sense. He's got the Carhartt beanie on and
Yeah.
shorts. Like what?
well, then just take one ear off and hang with us. Leave one on.
In case it comes in.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
feel weird.
I think
You must have mice chewing the wires in the ceiling. I don't know.
You tell your thing and I'll fix it.
My only 3 are Monster Energy drinks. You know, if they want to sponsor me sometime soon, that'd be great. My phone case, because
That's
I
me.
throw my phone around a lot, and I love it. And what was my other one? I'm so
That was me?
distracted.
Good job, Joey. You're really getting the hang of this.
this is very.
Oh, and my wallet. I've had my wallet for like 8 years, and I can't imagine life with a different one.
Did that fix your headphones?
Nope.
I change wallets pretty regularly. How about now?
Yeah, that did it.
Turn the volume
So you're
up.
good?
Yeah.
Anyway,
What
so your wallet's a stupid thing that you're thankful for?
Well, like,
You should get a check.
not what's in the wallet. Trust me, I'm not. I'm thankful for what's in my wallet, of course, but my wallet,
The actual physical
the
wallet.
physical
Yeah.
wallet, is like a $10 TJ Maxx wallet I bought when I was like 16, and I still have it.
My buddy's got a Velcro one. He's like a grown man.
Oh, I can't. No.
man.
No.
I hate the ones, the
Does he
bifolds that
does
like
he
stick out of
Velcro
their
it and
pocket that much.
unzip-
It's
does
got-
he unzip
it's
the
got-
actual middle, like the cash part?
It's a Mario wallet too.
Oh,
It makes it honestly having it as a Mario wallet actually
Makes it better.
slightly acceptable.
Yeah, he's right.
Like if it was just a tan, like
Yeah,
if it was
he's
just
right.
a black leather wallet.
Yeah.
No.
No, black like nylon.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
never
Could you
leather.
Could you imagine
It's
being out at
nylon.
a bar and
Yeah.
you go to pay for a lady's drink and you start
Like what? Like you're a grown man
I
and
wish I had mine. I bought a new one recently. It's got a little pull tab that put my ATM card in. I can pull the tab and the card pops up. That's pretty handy.
I think my brother got me this for Christmas, and it is insanely flat. It is so nice.
yeah, but you
you
can't
got-
put anything
I
in
was
it.
gonna say it's
I
because you
have
got nothing
everything
in
I
it.
need.
You know how many
in it.
cards I have?
My
Why?
license.
For what?
All kinds of things.
Joey,
Seth.
when's the
For
last
what?
time you cleaned out your wallet?
That's what I mean. Like how many?
I do all the time because I carry receipts from
flipping the
purchases.
table.
Dude, Josh, it's not. It happens. All right?
I know. I'm
I haven't
catching
flipped
it every
anything yet. I've
That's
picked
true.
it up.
Should we try to call Brett?
If you want to.
I didn't hear what
Ask
they're
him
thankful
stupid
for
things
yet,
he's
though.
think- Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys say what you're thankful for.
You
I'll
need to
call
put that
Brett.
energy drink
I don't
down,
know.
man. You're so all.
Can you turn me back up?
You are turned up.
It just disappeared again. There it is.
This is a mess.
What has happened? You guys go ahead. I'm just getting Brett.
This is
here.
my mental health episode, right? For sure. I couldn't think of a great list of things, but I am very thankful for sunflower seeds, like the ones I'm eating all the time on shows. I'll buy a case of them to have at the house because I know I'm going to have like some kind of high blood pressure or something from it. But I'm very thankful for those stupid things. I've cut myself back
Your
on them
call
for
has
sure.
been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
Please
system.
not
give out his
there.
number.
He never
Please give
answers.
out his number.
Oh nope. No.
Oh yeah, that would have been hilarious. Again, is it done? Did you hang up?
Yeah.
No, okay. But yeah, thankful for sunflower seeds. Baby wipes, super thankful.
Why didn't I say that?
Yep.
Because it was mine. But dude, we go through so many baby wipes. It's got to be horrible for the environment.
Have you switched to baby wipes yet, personally?
For my butt?
Yeah.
I do both.
Try.
See, I just do wipes.
I get the first chunk of
Wipes
whatever,
are amazing.
and then I use the wipes.
Don't
to
flush
clean
them.
up.
Even the flushable ones.
Yeah, don't flush them, guys.
Even
please
the
don't.
ones that say they're flushable.
They are not.
They're
I've
not.
worked with a sewer company for a while, and
They
it-
just
Hey,
aren't.
but my pack says that they're tested with plumbers.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure,
Plumbers
bud.
crack.
Sure, bud.
And let's see, what else is my favorite thing? Baby NyQuil. That's my other stupid favorite thing.
That's a good one. I'm sorry. I just clicked over because that's the next thing we're gonna do, and it just.
Oh, we're still doing it?
I was gonna say we're
we're at an hour right now. Let's
About
just
an
do
hour.
it. Let's
So
just
we
do
don't-
wrap
it.
it up.
we don't
All
have
right.
Come
to
on.
Wrap
because
it up.
It's not a very good segment.
those are the
anyway,
things we're
so
thankful for. Yeah.
We
No,
just talk
it's
about it.
okay. I won't even play the intro. Just talk
So-
about it.
So,
this is
I was gonna do
screwballs.
Yeah.
but
I
with
lied.
Seth.
I'm gonna play the intro.
It was scuffed screwballs this week instead of Brett screwballs because I'm doing it.
Scuff.
Scuffed screwballs.
Scuffs.
Yeah.
Is that your nickname?
No,
You
it's
gave
just
yourself.
it's scuffed. It's gonna be terrible.
Walmart
Ladies
has
and gentlemen,
tushies?
boys
What's
and
a
girls,
tushy?
welcome to Brett's Screwballs.
Seth.
Seth,
Seth.
Swift.
go ahead.
UFC 268 was this weekend.
I'm not gonna click it until you say it because
good.
it's
And
yeah.
it was a great card of fights. If anybody watched from the prelims on, it basically everybody went to war, and it was tremendous. It was a great viewing experience.
His eyebrows are gone.
If you don't know, the
It's not
third-
like they can see it right above my
technically
head.
Yeah,
they had like three main fights. But
stacked card.
yeah, what I'm trying to say is typically they do those three fights like the last three. Well, they had like the third to last main fight come, and then two more fights happened. Well, this ended up being like the third to last fight.
Yeah.
So
You tell me when you want me to click the button.
So this is don't get there yet. So the
Okay,
fight
okay.
was Marlon Cheeto Vera versus Frankie Edgar. So
Frankie.
a lightweight fight. Marlon is kind of coming up in the division. He's a prospect. He's pretty good. He's coming through.
And Frankie's on the
Edgar-
backside.
Frankie Edgar is on the downside. He was the champion at one point. A very controversial champion, I should say. That.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Probably not. Like he was. Bad judges.
I'm not
That's
gonna fight
UFC.
him.
UFC's. Yeah, I'm not fighting him.
I'm not fighting him.
But okay, as I said, he was a champion still. Either way, top of the weight class. This weekend.
But who?
Huh?
So, but none of this matters.
No, none of this matters.
Because of what-
because of what happened to this man this weekend. He received a front kick and got knocked out, and just
Explain what a front kick is.
a front kick is when the
get
person
kicked in the
kicks
front.
straight up the front, like I don't know,
So-
like goes for a punt.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say
basically
you
hits their
explained
chin.
it as getting punted,
Yes,
but
it's
the
basically getting
the face.
punted, but yeah,
In the
your
chin.
gets hit rather than a ball.
And-
And obviously some cool slow motion pictures happened, and
It's like he's resting his face on his hand.
yes,
Like,
it is.
Ooh.
His face melted from this, and Joey can go ahead and
Okay,
put it
here
up
we
there,
go.
Look at it.
Ahem.
It is
prepare yourself.
ridiculous.
Oh my gosh,
That's what he looks like on the
So-
right.
this is normal. This is for the split second he absorbed the front kick.
Dang.
That's a human face.
Was.
And Chris, the guy that did a flip, there was the one heavyweight early on that did a flip. That guy got a lot of attention. Justin Gaethje, one of the main card guys, he always does a flip off the side of the cage.
What happened to his eyebrows?
They are in
Like
his
his
eyes right
eyebrows
now.
are gone.
I don't think his eyebrows have started to react up. I think they're still in the same spot. I think everything else has just been pushed up.
You can tell this was at the very beginning of the kick impact because his eyes are still looking forward.
like his upper lip is wrapped around the top of his toes.
Yeah.
So not
Yeah.
only did he get knocked out from getting kicked in the face, he also sucked on the guy's toes.
and
that's just
his
huge
jaw.
disrespect.
See his jaw protruding to this direction? Yeah, it's bad.
I look
it's
at this photo and it's like that one movie intro, and it's like you're probably wondering how I got here right now.
Yes, yes, and then it
All-
reverses.
All I
We have to go back a little.
Yes.
all I
My name's
hear
Frankie.
is I'm a hound dog.
That is, yeah, that's also
My
true.
name's Copper. I'm a hound dog.
So yeah, we just wanted to share that picture with
that's it.
everyone.
It
That's
was a
that's
great-
I saw the
literally
video.
it.
They took a picture at the hospital together the next morning, and it was like, if you think
Yeah.
you're having a rough day,
He was,
and then
he
it
was fine, by the way.
yeah, his face went down actually.
Because
Kind of.
UFC is the safest of the fight sports.
That's not true, but sure.
That is true.
Bare knuckle boxing, but sure.
No, boxing, too many rounds.
Bare
Bare
knuckle
knuckle, they
boxing.
don't hit as hard when you got.
They have a
padding
bare
on your
knuckle
hand.
UFC
boxing
knuckles are basically bare knuckle.
No, it's
the
not.
gloves only
They're-
protect your hands. if
They're
you're
much
broken.
they're much worse than bare knuckle.
Not true. Okay, let's bless
You're
somebody.
wrong.
Can you hit the intro?
Yeah, we gotta hurry it up.
Sorry, I just wanted to see how long I could push Seth until he. I'm sorry, Seth.
I was gonna get going. It's
I
all right.
know. Here we go.
Pod bless your heart.
Let's bless somebody.
Okay.
So our story this week comes from Nashville, Tennessee.
Comes from my cousin Nick.
Yeah, ready?
Or no, I think I found this one. Yeah, I found this one. It was actually
Where'd
this
the
was
video-
actually my thing.
Where'd the
Is
video
that
go?
Francis?
did it.
What the dog doing? Okay, here we go.
Are you going to put it up on the screen too?
Yes.
Don't forget to fast forward that one part.
The video is lagging.
We.
All right, I'm gonna reload it, but now I have to leave the screen because it's gonna show that stinking ad again.
Instead of Podbless, we're going like Podbless.
I don't want to
After
advertise
hours.
for free. Company that is not getting advertisement right now. Call us.
I'm going to talk to the guy down at BP and see if he wants to start advertising for him, or if he
we'll-
wants us
hey,
to advertise for him.
Throw a couple $100 this way.
I was
we'll
buying Red
advertise.
Bulls like crazy, and
And
now I'm
energy
buying
drinks.
Bangs
You should
and-
not. No one should drink
and
that.
sunflower seeds.
Drink it.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't drink energy drinks ever.
Whatever.
No, Red Bull's good for you.
Whatever. Matthew
So are
McConaughey.
UFC punching gloves. They're also good.
Not saying I drink 2 a day, but
I only
I'm
drink
good.
them on this thing.
All right, you guys ready?
But
Do it. Energy drinks. I only drink them here.
Hero for tackling a gunman during a church service.
Pastor
Authorities say
V.
he
gunman.
was praying with parishioners when the man pulled a gun and approached the altar.
He had
The
that
pastor
thing
tackled
on
him,
him.
Somebody
wrestling the
pass
gun
the
away
offering
and
plate.
held him down until police arrived. The pastor is thanking God for the outcome.
Okay.
He
So
had
let me
that
just
thing on him. Look at that.
So first off, huge gun.
Yeah.
Like, let me
Did
see
it-
if I can back up
did
to a good
Did it
shot
have a
here.
suppressor on it or something?
I don't think so. I think it
looked
just had a raw long barrel.
Super long, yeah.
So if I can isolate the
I don't know
moment
wh-
here,
I don't know where
that's
he
a
was
good
hiding
isolation
it.
right there. Would you look at the barrel length of that
I,
sucker?
I daily carry a large gun.
Yeah.
It is not that large.
that
No,
barrel's at
no,
least 2
that's-
is like forearm.
like
or
that
something.
is. I didn't know. Well, never mind. But so here's the story. Police are hailing a Nashville, Tennessee pastor as a hero after he tackled a gunman at the church altar. How would you say his name?
I don't want to.
I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, well, it's like
Paganda?
Desiree.
Desiree.
the pastor.
It's probably Desiree.
Was 26 was that guy's 20 was sitting in the front of the Nashville Light Missions Pentecostal Church on Sunday when he allegedly took out a gun. Oh, the gunman, that's his name. And headed to the altar where the pastor was praying with the congregants. The Metropolitan Nashville Police said. Surveillance video, that's what we saw there, showed the suspect waving the gun and pointing it at worshipers. And I did notice during the video, and I'll play it again, the guy in the front to the right is just like still getting his worship on the whole time this
Never-
guy's flashing the gun.
Never
Like,
stop clapping.
never stopped clapping, never sat down. Was like, son, I'm having a moment with Jesus right now. Get out of my way.
Out of
Oh,
all the
what are you gonna
churches,
do? Send me to him?
yeah, right.
out of
Like,
all the churches to have done that at, a Pentecostal church was not
they're
the
like,
one.
let's do it.
Yeah, they're like, hey,
I-
dude, I believe in God.
Yeah.
And you're not
What
gonna
is
stop
it
us.
with like people pulling guns in churches like below the Ohio River though? Like go like high, like north.
That's a great point.
Like, come on,
You're
now.
running a bad risk there.
Yeah, you're in Nashville. Of course, there's going to be people
Yeah.
with guns there, probably. You know,
Like, this is the best result for the gunman. The pastor didn't tackle him to save the parishioners. He tackled him to save him.
and it's a small church, so like I'm thinking, like if you've done that at a Nazarene church in Eastern Kentucky, you're going to get shot. Like
It's
there's
not
gonna
a
be
good
somebody
plan.
Like, oh, okay, pow, got him.
It's not a good plan.
Like the fact he got tackled is
Or-
amazing.
The guy in Texas that did it and
Yeah.
got popped.
Oh yeah,
Like, what are you doing?
yeah. There was a guy on the safety team that was just
Unless
like,
he wanted to die. I mean, a lot of people are doing that
that's
thing.
true,
but
true.
So the video showed the pastor tackling the man, and several church members then jump on top of him, and no shots were fired. Quote from the police: "The heroic actions of the local pastor and several of his parishioners saved a church from further violence." I guess that's the guy that had the gun on
I
him.
wonder if that's like acne scars or if that's like
He looks a lot like the UFC
know.
heavyweight champion.
he's got a tattoo in the middle of his forehead.
he got charged with. Oh, I see it. The infinity sign. 15 counts of felony aggravated assault.
15.
You should look
counts.
up Francis
15.
Ngannou real quick.
So I've seen him. Yeah. So let's just watch the tackle one more time because as
Church
far as a
service.
form tackle
Authorities
goes,
say he
it's
was
pretty
praying
good.
with parishioners when the man pulled a gun and approached the altar. The pastor
That
tackled
pastor automatically started dipping. Did you see
Yes,
that?
as soon as it starts, he knows what to do. Also,
he
the
dipped around behind the piano player.
the gunman didn't put his Bible down.
parishioners when the man pulled a
It's in his hand.
I wonder if he was going to rob them or preach a message of like, God told me to do like, because I've had people do that, show up to church and be like, God told me to tell you guys you're going to hell.
Slain in the Spirit joke.
Yeah.
The gun and approached
So
the
yeah,
altar.
watch the pastor
Pastor
immediately.
tackled him, wrestling the gun away and held him down until police arrived. The pastor is thanking God.
So that's a perfect way to do that. The tackle around the arms,
The
pinned him
guns,
down.
yeah.
I'm surprised the guy didn't fire once into the ground, to be honest
Yeah,
with
the
you.
part that bothered me the most, I was about to say, is his gun etiquette. He went up, and then the whole barrel was just like swinging everywhere.
No,
This man's about to flame Noah.
No.
I'm ready for it. Let's do
What?
this.
gun etiquette?
Yeah, it's how you take care of
The
that.
man is about to assault human beings.
Sorry,
Well,
I-
if you're
I
gonna
thought you were about
assault
to
human
flame
beings
Noah
with a
for his
Oh, for
gun.
his gun etiquette? No.
No,
Thank
you
you.
want to start
Thank
on this
you,
one?
Seth.
You
Thank
want to
you.
start? No,
No,
we'll save it for
no,
next
no,
week.
We're
no.
talking
go
over
for this.
one another.
Let's go for this.
You be quiet while I
No.
speak. I stood next
I'm
to
gonna stand
you.
up like this guy in the church right now.
I stood next to you in the concealed carry class where
Wasn't my gun.
what hold on. No.
That doesn't
I don't
matter
care.
if it's-
I don't, oh my gosh. When you had
my
around
gun.
in the chamber,
Wasn't my gun.
Noah, it wasn't even
Never
in my
shot that gun
hands.
before in my life.
It wasn't in my hands, and I knew you had a
You're just
round
mad
in the
I
chamber.
shot better than you.
You didn't shoot
jerk.
better than me. I shot better than
Nope.
you. I have the
Nope.
target. I can prove it.
No,
I did shoot better than you.
you
but
have the target. Yeah, you
stop
have the target.
deflecting.
So who
You
would
know,
go
I
bless?
crash
Yeah.
every car
No,
that
no.
isn't mine too. Anytime
said-
I hop in someone's car, I just crash it.
I
It's
said,
just so
Noah,
weird.
pretty sure you have a round in the
just
chamber.
work.
And he goes, no, it's empty. Drops the mag, puts another one in, racks it, and a live round shoots out the side. Can I make? Is it
Wasn't my
still
gun.
too soon to make Rust jokes?
No,
I didn't Alec Baldwin, if that's what
you
you're trying to
definitely
say.
were about to.
But you did. You just didn't accidentally shoot anyone else.
So anyway,
Well, I didn't have.
So
nothing
I
in
hope
front
you
of me.
learn.
But
Noah,
no,
Yeah.
stop. I'm just saying that guy. If you're gonna threaten someone, he had that barrel down. Like that's a pretty big gun too. Like you want two hands for that one, and he's just walking around with a Bible, and he didn't even aim it at anybody.
now that is true. I don't think this guy ever meant to shoot anybody.
No,
Phrasing.
I think he just got up
Yeah.
there and wanted to make a point and wanted people.
Brandon wants to start a rival podcast or sister podcast in our network. I like that, called Pod Forgive Me.
That's a good one.
That is good. Brandon, let's talk. Call me. Have your
What
people call my
what is
people.
your dad-
And by that I mean call me.
I'll talk to you later.
What does your dad say about
No,
Seth?
no.
Also, by the way,
no, okay,
old
he,
double
he
tap?
calls me double,
Double tap.
because at a private range, I double tapped an AR.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
What's
But
wrong? Well, who's not doing
double
that?
tap is just means you have skills.
mm-hmm.
I love you, Noah. You're
So
fine.
who we blessing?
We should bless Noah because
Oh, okay.
I
We
think-
gotta go
No,
that
no.
way.
I think we should
This is
bless
easy.
we should bless the gunman.
Oh, that's not where I was
Yeah,
going.
bless his heart.
Yeah, I would.
Think about it.
You're right.
I
For
don't
an-
know.
for
It
an-
said that he had been to the church though, so I kind of want to bless the pastor because he's not giving a good word. Obviously,
Can we
I'm just-
can we
Double
give
bless.
a double portion?
Double
Yes.
less.
He took a gun to an Eastern Tennessee church and thinking he was going to do better than the people in the church.
And didn't get
The
shot
fact that he didn't get shot is the miracle.
is the miracle.
Yeah.
So wait, what's the vote right now? I'm voting double blessing.
Double.
For the pastor and the gunman.
All right.
You good with that?
Yes,
Okay.
Pod bless your heart.
Wait.
sweeties.
Wait.
Pod bless your heart, sweetie.
And we're good. Double blessing.
Whatever gets us to the end of the show faster.
I had a good time tonight.
It was a good time.
I don't know if y'all had a
It
good
was
time or not,
okay.
but I had a good time.
These pumpkins.
Noah.
Killer.
Literally the most effort you've ever put in the show, and I'm proud of you. And you did good.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. You
No,
actually-
no. You did good,
You
son.
went from horizontal to upright.
Yeah, look at you now. All I had to do was question
Well,
you.
you see, I went from like here to here.
It's like you put
And-
one in the chamber or something.
Yeah.
And now I have no eardrums. Thank you.
You guys had eardrums?
I'm gonna fire at you after this, Josh.
That's cool.
He'll miss, don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
All right.
and
Actually, that's true. My finger's still screwed up.
is it really?
Yeah, I need to go to the doctor. It's
Dude,
that bad.
you should have gone.
It's been
too
5
late
months.
now.
It's been
Hey.
5 months.
Here, let me look at it. I'm
Major
pretty much-
pain.
I'm pretty much a doctor.
I think it's a Brett
I'm not a
situation.
doctor, but
I
I'll
still
take a
can't
look.
pick up weight.
I'm from a
and
house of
everything.
learned doctors.
Has anyone seen Major Pain?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
May take the mind off that
Yeah.
thing.
and oh, that scene is stuck in my brain.
Hold on. Can I get a live reaction real quick? No, I need you to look at this photo. Live reaction. I'm gonna have to tell you the story off
If-
camera because it's crazy.
Well, then we could do that.
Is this an appropriate photo?
That was
be
my
after?
friend.
Oh,
That was
wow.
my friend this weekend.
Yikes! That's his.
That was
that's
my
his,
friend this
Is that
weekend.
his toe or finger?
That's a finger.
Oh, that's a
That's not where it should be.
Yeah, no, not in the hand of another person.
What happened?
you guys
Uh,
can't
that's
see,
a story
Noah
for-
just showed
It's a
us
story
a
for
picture
after the
of his
show.
friend holding his own fingertip in his hand. So
I don't think we can show that on.
That's
Yeah, no,
I'm
we're
not
not-
showing
we're
that.
not allowed to show that.
Okay,
That's
hey
for
guys,
people who
really
can't
been a
see.
great night.
It has been a great night.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a
don't.
funny FaceTime?
If anybody wants these, they can take them because I'll die if I
They're-
drink a
they're
whole
too
one of
scary.
those. Yes. But hey, I'm Joey,
I'm Josh.
I'm Seth.
I'm Brett.
and this is Podbless. This guy's on tonight.
What happened? I think it was the energy drink.
It was.
I mean, he was fully horizontal.
Because you gave
Do
him
you
that-
not see the warning for 18 on the back of that thing?
I did read
Yeah.
that.
He's
Yeah,
over 18 though.
I am well over.
Just barely. Barely 18.